William Rosero Bourbano. He was born March 21st, 1963 in Ipiales, Colombia. He welcomes everyone to the city of Ipiales. He serves cornbread, typical of Nariño. And he greets those who came to visit and is thanked for his hospitality. William is of peasant origins and was born in a small town living in a country setting. His father was also a peasant. He introduces his mother to those who were there. This home is where he was born. He studied medicine at the Central University, following the advice of some friends who were studying in Quito, Ecuador. William had never been to Quito, even though it's not far from Ipiales. Looking at the university settings in the area, he then decided to travel to Bogota, Colombia, to study homeopathic medicine at a school there. During his studies, he also traveled to Ipiales to treat patients as a graduate doctor of homeopathic medicine. Back when still in school, he had met a young girl student who he had become very attracted to. He did not know her personally. Their meeting was thanks to William knowing her brother Diego as a friend and a schoolmate. Finally, he approached her and made songo sorongo, meaning flirted with her without success, as they say there. Eventually, he ran into Diego by chance. "How are you, William? What a nice surprise to see you." Diego assured him that his sister feels the same way about him. "Hey, I want to introduce you to my sister." And that is how the story began. Within a few months, they began to talk about marriage, did get married after 11 months, and they started a family. Sadly, his daughter got ovarian cancer, and it was a terrible blow to them, and with her only being 16 years old. Suffering became a terrible part of their lives and a huge challenge. They did not have much knowledge of the situation, and cancer also causes emotional distress. When the pediatric oncologist made the diagnosis, it was followed by chemotherapy. They resisted that step at first. No, William had not yet found Sankey. He felt that there are times in life that we wish would never have happened. Reflecting back on that time, he realizes that there was a greater purpose to it all. That is not how we found Sankey. We had found out about Sankey through a situation with my mother. She also benefited from the process when he says, let's call that optimization. His father died in 2013, and within a few months, his mother began to have swollen legs and other complications. I finally took her to see a colleague, a doctor friend, who suggested she be hospitalized, and she was. Things got complicated. She was in intensive care for a while, had kidney failure, and started on dialysis. During that process, William found there was a Mexican doctor who had already had a successful experience. He looked for his email and contacted him. After a few texts, he asked the other doctor to send him a box of Belage, and the result was spectacular. That was when a wonderful story began. Today, she has started walking again. She's begun to feed herself, and she has no more need for a wheelchair. She had been using oxygen regularly by then, so she was able to stop using it. Sankey gave me a total education and scientific explanation of the subject of mitochondria and oxidative stress. I got all the information masterfully. The truth was explained by Dr. David Alcantar, wasn't it? All his explanations, how he made William understand it, and how the videos taught them about the topic. And in the wake of his mother's success, his friends and patients began to show interest. They wanted to know about the product that was being brought from Mexico. The product also was the start of a great story. We got to diamond rank fast when the first leadership period was completed in Colombia, right? Higher ranks were repeated. When we qualified for the bonus trip to Paris, it was the first opportunity of our lives to cross the pond and go to Europe for the very first time. Something they learned in life was always to dream, to project their dreams, and to see them as possible. That makes it happen. Being at the Arc de Triomphe or the Champs-Élysées was something magnificent. It had only been a distant possibility. Now how to make it to Tokyo. That was the biggest satisfaction, really, and the biggest challenge at the same time. Making the plan reach all levels in society. Expanding to other areas and spreading our knowledge to the world. This validation makes it all real, makes it possible. Let anyone do it if they dare try. He who risks makes dreams come true. There is a subject that is a priority of every human. Achieving success no matter your beginnings, no matter your culture. The priority is health. Who does not want to live longer? Sankey has the solution to what people are looking for, not only from a well-being standpoint, but also from an economic one. Fundamental in life, a happy life indeed. As his brother says, expect a miracle and it will happen. Thanks, William. It was a pleasure. Here's to his home and his family. Thank you, Sankey.